Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today, I am here with Olivia, and today we are going to talk about how to talk about yourself at a job interview.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Olivia, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well, thank you. I'm excited about today's topic.
Me too. Job interviews can be scary for a lot of people, right?
Yes, that is true. Many people feel nervous before a job interview.
And when you need to speak in English at a job interview, it can feel even more difficult.
Exactly. But today, we are going to help everyone feel more confident.
That's right. We will talk about the most common questions and how to answer them in simple English.
Great. I think this topic is very useful for our listeners.
Olivia, have you ever had a job interview in English?
Yes, I have. And I remember feeling very nervous the first time.
Oh, really? What happened?
I prepared a lot before the interview. I practiced my answers many times.
That is a very good idea. Practicing before an interview is very important.
Yes, when you practice, you feel much more comfortable during the interview.
I agree. Okay, so let's start. The first thing to know is, what do interviewers usually ask?
Almost every job interview starts with the same question.
Yes. And what is that question?
Tell me about yourself. Almost every interviewer asks this first.
That sounds simple, but many people do not know how to answer it well.
That is true. It seems easy, but people often say too much or too little.
So, Olivia, how should someone answer, "Tell me about yourself"?
I think the best answer has 3 simple parts. First, say your name. Second, say what you do or what you studied. Third, say why you want this job.
Oh, that sounds very clear and easy to remember.
Yes, you do not need to say your whole life story. Keep it short and clear.
Can you give us an example?
Of course, you can say, "My name is Maria. I studied marketing for 3 years. I want to work here because I like your company very much."
Wow, that is simple but very professional sounding.
Exactly. Simple English sounds very good in an interview. You do not need complicated words.
That is a very important point. Many beginners think they need to use difficult words.
But clear and simple English is actually better. The interviewer wants to understand you.
Right. So the next very common question is, what are your strengths?
Yes, a strength is something you are good at.
For example?
For example, I am a hard worker, or I am very organized, or I am good at working with people.
Those are great examples. Short and easy to say.
Yes, and you can add one small example after your strength, like, I am very organized. I always make a list of my work every morning.
Oh, I like that. It gives more information without being too long.
Exactly. One sentence about yourself, then one small example. That's it.
What about, what are your weaknesses? That question is much harder.
Yes, many people find that question very difficult.
What should someone say?
The best thing is to say a small weakness and then say what you are doing to improve. For example, sometimes I am too shy in meetings, but I am practicing to speak more.
That is very smart. You show the weakness, but you also show that you are working on it.
Yes, interviewers like to see that you are always trying to improve yourself.
That makes sense. Another question many people hear is, why do you want this job?
Yes, this is a very important question. You need to say something specific about the company or the job.
Can you give an example?
Yes, you can say, "I want this job because I am very interested in design. Your company makes beautiful products, and I would like to be part of that."
That sounds very good. It shows that you know something about the company.
Yes, always do a little research about the company before the interview. It really helps.
Great advice. What about, do you have any experience?
This is a question that worries many beginners, especially young people.
What if someone does not have much experience?
That is okay. You can talk about your studies, your hobbies, or things you have done to learn. For example, I do not have much work experience, but I studied this topic for 2 years, and I learned a lot.
That's a great answer. You were honest, but you also show what you know.
Exactly. Honesty is always good in an interview. Do not pretend to have experience that you do not have.
That is very true. What about where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, that is a classic question. You can say something simple like, in 5 years, I hope to have more experience and to be a helpful part of your team.
That sounds very positive and professional.
Yes, you do not need to have a perfect plan. Just show that you want to grow and learn.
Olivia, let's now talk about some very useful words and phrases for a job interview.
Yes, great idea. Let's teach our listeners some key vocabulary.
The first word is experience. What does it mean?
Experience means the things you have done before. For example, if you worked at a shop for 1 year, that is work experience.
Good. And how do we use it in a sentence?
You can say, I have 2 years of experience in customer service.
That is a very useful sentence. Now let's talk about the word skill.
A skill is something you can do well. For example, speaking English is a skill. Using a computer is a skill.
How do we use it?
You can say, I have strong communication skills, or I have good computer skills.
Nice. What about the word motivated?
Motivated means you really want to work hard and do a good job. Interviewers love this word.
You can say, I am very motivated to learn and grow.
Yes, exactly. That sentence sounds very strong and positive.
Let's talk about grammar for a moment. In an interview, we often use the present simple tense.
Yes, we use it to talk about facts about ourselves. For example, I work well in a team. I enjoy helping people. I speak English and Spanish.
And we also use the present perfect tense. I have plus a past participle.
Yes. For example, I have worked in a cafe. I have studied business for 3 years. I have helped customers before.
So the present perfect is great for talking about your past experience.
Exactly. The structure is I have plus the past participle. Worked, studied, helped, managed, learned.
That is very helpful. Let's also talk about some useful phrases you can use during the interview.
Yes. The first one is, that is a great question.
Oh, I like that. You can say it to give yourself a little time to think.
Yes. It is polite and it gives you a few seconds before you answer.
What is another good phrase?
Could you please repeat the question? This is very useful if you do not understand something.
That's right. It is completely okay to ask the interviewer to repeat themselves.
Yes, it is much better to ask than to answer the wrong question.
Another useful phrase is, I would like to add.
Yes, you can use it when you want to say something more, like, I would like to add that I also have some experience in social media.
That sounds very natural and professional.
It really does. Let's also talk about how to start your answers politely.
Good idea. What are some good ways to start an answer?
You can start with, well, I think, or in my opinion, or from my experience. These phrases make you sound thoughtful and professional.
That is very useful. Let's give another example. Olivia, can you show us how to answer, why should we hire you?
Of course, you can say, well, I think I am a good choice because I am hardworking, I learn quickly, and I am very passionate about this field.
Wow, that is a strong answer. And it uses 3 strengths together.
Yes, giving 2 or 3 reasons is always stronger than giving only one.
Let's talk about pronunciation for a moment. Some words in a job interview can be hard to say.
Yes, for example, the word experience. Some people say it wrongly. The stress is on the second part, experience.
Experience. Let's say it slowly. Ex-PER-ience.
Good. Another word is motivated. Motivated. The stress is on the third part.
Motivated. Very good. And what about professional?
Professional. 4 syllables. The stress is on the second part. Professional.
Great. Let's also talk about body language during a job interview.
Oh, yes. Body language is very important, even if you are speaking well.
What are the most important things to remember?
First, always look at the interviewer when you speak. This shows confidence.
That is called eye contact.
Yes, eye contact. Second, sit up straight. Do not sit with your back curved.
And remember to smile a little. Not too much, but a small smile is friendly.
Yes, a smile makes you look friendly and confident at the same time.
What about speaking speed? Should you speak fast or slow?
Speak slowly and clearly. Do not rush. If you speak too fast, the interviewer may not understand you.
That is very good advice. Speaking slowly also gives you more time to think.
Exactly. And do not be afraid of small pauses. A short pause before your answer is completely normal.
Yes, you can say, "Let me think for a moment," and that is perfectly fine.
Yes, that phrase is so useful. Let me think for a moment. It shows you are careful with your words.
Now, let's talk about how to end the interview well. This is also very important.
Yes. At the end, the interviewer will often say, "Do you have any questions for us?"
And what should you say?
Always have 1 or 2 questions ready. For example, what does a typical day look like in this role? Or what do you enjoy about working here?
Oh, those are great questions. They show you are interested in the job.
Yes, asking a good question at the end leaves a very positive impression.
What if you don't have a question? Can you say that?
It is better to always have at least 1 question. If you say, "No, I have no questions," the interviewer may think you are not very interested.
That makes sense. Always be prepared with one question at the end.
Yes, and at the very end, always say thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. That is a great final sentence.
I love that sentence. Let's all practice it. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yes, say it slowly and clearly with a smile.
Okay, Olivia, let's now put everything together. Can we do a short example interview?
Oh, I love this idea. Let's do it. I will be the interviewer and you be the candidate.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Good morning. Thank you for coming today. Please sit down. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. My name is Alex. I studied business administration for 3 years. I have experience in customer service, and I am very passionate about helping people.
That is a great answer. See how clear and confident it sounds?
Yes, 3 parts: name, background, and why you are here. Simple, but strong.
Let's continue. What are your strengths?
Well, I think my biggest strength is that I am a very good communicator. I also work well under pressure. For example, at my last job, I helped manage many customers during busy times.
Excellent. You gave 2 strengths and then a real example. That is perfect.
Thank you. Now, let's do the weakness question.
Okay. What is your biggest weakness?
That is a great question. Sometimes I work too slowly because I want everything to be perfect. But I am learning to manage my time better, and I am improving every week.
That was so good. You said, that is a great question to buy some time. Then you gave the weakness and showed you are improving.
Yes, that structure works really well. Weakness plus solution.
Okay. Last question. Why do you want to work here?
From my experience and my research, I know that your company has a very good reputation for taking care of its employees. I would really like to be part of a team like this. I am confident that I can contribute and grow here.
Wow, that was a wonderful answer. You mentioned the company, you showed enthusiasm, and you showed confidence.
Listeners, did you notice how I used the phrase "from my experience"? That is a great way to start an answer.
Yes. And I am confident that I can contribute. That phrase sounds very strong and professional.
Olivia, what else should people prepare before a job interview?
There are a few very important things. First, learn a few things about the company. Go to their website and read a little.
That is great advice. What else?
Second, practice your answers out loud, not just in your head. Say them with your voice. This is very important.
Yes, speaking out loud is completely different from just thinking.
Exactly. You can even practice in front of a mirror. It really helps with your confidence.
What a great tip. And what about what to wear?
Always dress neatly and cleanly. First impressions are very important. When you look professional, you feel more confident too.
That is so true. Looking good helps you feel good.
Yes, and always arrive a little early. Never be late for a job interview.
How early should you arrive?
About 10 to 15 minutes early is perfect. Not too early, not late.
Perfect. Let's also talk about what not to say in an interview.
Oh yes, that is very useful too.
First, do not say bad things about your old job or old boss.
Yes, that is very important. Even if your old job was difficult, speak about it positively or do not mention it.
Instead of "my old boss was very bad," you can say, "I am looking for a new challenge and opportunity to grow."
That is a perfect way to say it. Positive and professional.
Also, do not say "I don't know" and then stop. Always try to say something.
Yes, if you don't know, you can say, "That is something I have not experienced yet, but I am very eager to learn."
I love that phrase. I am very eager to learn. It turns a weak moment into a strong one.
Exactly. Every answer is a chance to show your positive attitude.
Olivia, let's do a quick review. What are the most important things to remember for a job interview in English?
Okay, number 1, prepare your answer to tell me about yourself. Name, background, and why you want the job.
Number 2?
Number 2, learn your strengths and weaknesses and have a small example ready for each one.
Number 3?
Number 3, learn the company before the interview. Read their website.
Number 4?
Number 4, speak slowly and clearly. Do not rush.
Number 5?
Number 5, always say thank you at the end. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
That is a perfect list. Very easy to remember.
Yes, 5 simple rules. If you follow these, you will do very well in your interview.
Olivia, do you have any last tips for our listeners?
Yes, my last tip is be yourself. Do not try to be someone you are not. Speak naturally and show your real personality.
That is beautiful advice. Interviewers can always tell when someone is being real or fake.
Yes, your real self with good preparation is always the best version to show.
I love that. Your real self with good preparation. That is the key to a great interview.
Exactly. And remember, making mistakes is okay. Even native speakers get nervous. Just keep going.
Yes, if you make a small mistake, just continue. Do not stop and say sorry many times. Just keep talking.
That is very important. Confidence is more important than perfection.
Wow, Olivia, that is so true. Confidence is more important than perfection.
Yes. Write that down, everyone.
Okay, everyone, we are coming to the end of today's episode. Today was a lot of fun.
I really enjoyed our conversation today. I hope it was helpful for everyone listening.
We talked about how to introduce yourself, how to answer common questions, and how to make a great impression.
We also learned some very useful vocabulary: experience, skill, motivated, confident, professional.
And we practiced pronunciation, experience, motivated, professional.
Keep practicing those words at home. Say them out loud every day.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's episode.
We hope you feel more confident about your next job interview in English.
Remember, prepare, practice, be yourself, and speak slowly. You can do it!
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.